finish this off. Okay. And okay, can't use the cube.
Good morning, Father.
Morning, Masane. Was worried you never wake up. How are you faring?
Body temperature, blood pressure, and all else is normal.
Good.
So, about the plans for today.
Right. First time overseas for you, Masane?
Yes, sir. I'm scared of getting seasick.
Don't fret it. Not as bad as you think.
Yes, and Nanase will be coming too? Father?
I'm not keen on him. Always so frivolous. Can't get a hold.
Well, I agree with you there.
Then, what's the meaning of all this friendliness between you two as of late? If father knows, Masane, you've been going to town outside of work plenty.
Yes, that's true.
State your reason.
Because I like Nanase.
That grown man who still wears a bit foam like rabbit ears.
Don't let appearances deceive you. I believe that's something you're always saying.
That, when it comes to criminals, unacceptable. I will not accept.
Even if the features change, Nanase and my father don't seem able to get along any better. Oh, it's already time. We must hurry. Father, come on.
Right. Let's depart at once. After taking the time machine to the future, I woke up in my bed as if nothing had happened. Nanase, who I thought had come with me, was gone. I suspected that Nanase vanished during the trip. He had told me as much before we left. Even my memories of that prior Nanase will eventually vanish surely. And while the new future Nanase has important duties regarding the master program, his abnormal cheer seems rather different from before. Just too cheery, or at least it seems abnormal to me.
Oh, Masane-chan.
Oh, Masane-chan.
Good morning, Nanase. When did you arrive?
Oh. About 3 hours early or so.
That's very early.
Really? Just thinking about going abroad with Masane-chan made me get up early like a grade schooler before a trip. Oh, hello there. Apologies for the long absence. Best regards for these next few days together. Let's hope. I'll throw you overboard if you do anything amiss. Ooh boy. You know, I'm too much of a coward to handle such scary remarks, sir.
Father.
We're off.
Yeesh.
Your father's aura seems more impenetrable than ever, Masane-chan.
It's because you're being so clingy, Nanase. But honestly, hasn't it been a little much lately?
You don't like it?
Not exactly that.
I'm just a Masane-chan fan.
I don't understand whatsoever. Let us go. The boat would depart without us.
Okay.
This isn't your room, Nanase.
Well, aren't you lonely? Oh, but all jokes aside, your dad would tear me apart if he found out. But keep it a secret?
It's certainly true.
Man, what a good view. It's my first time overseas too, so I'm a little uneasy. But it's sure exciting.
The purpose of this trip is to share information with the Overseas Master Program people. Correct?
Yeah, I'm thinking someday there can be nearly one in every country. All working independently. It's safer with 2 people than 1, and 3 than 2. But it's all still in the planning stages, though there's a lot of coming and going to be done.
Can you speak any foreign languages?
Nope, not at all. Though I can understand people.
Please don't use that ability too much. It puts a burden on your body, doesn't it?
I mean, apparently, but I'm not conscious of it. The numbers just pop out on their own. So that's fine, right?
I wouldn't exactly call that fine.
Hey, there's a pool over there. How about you go swimming, Masane-chan?
I did not bring a swimsuit.
It looks like you can loan one out.
What are you after?
I was just thinking how I've never seen you in a swimsuit.
And I expect you never will.
Oh. Oh no. That was quite a sound. Was that next door? I thought I heard a yell too.
An argument, perhaps.
What a terrible thought. Why would you come on the sea just to fight?
Indeed. Shouldn't you get back to your room? Father told me he would come by after he finished sorting the luggage.
Aw, can I just hide under the bed?
Anyone can sense your presence, Nanase.
Okay.
I should take it easy too, I suppose.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get our bags sorted?
Yes, Father, I've done my part.
Did you hear a loud sound earlier?
Yes, I did. It sounded like perhaps yelling.
I'll bet it's the very same guy who was making a ruckus in the Grand Hall.
A ruckus? In the hall?
Yeah. Said he was a magazine writer or editor. He was doing an interview and it turned into an argument. So he was going around taking out his anger.
A savage fellow then.
The guards got him quick though. Sheesh. Still not pleasant.
I hope we can arrive at our destination without incident. Father?
Just had a bad feeling.
Stop that, please. Your instincts are always spot on.
Right. Misane, don't leave your room. Unless there's something important. And keep the door locked tight.
I understand.
Don't let anyone but me inside. Especially that rabbit-eared.
It will be fine. Becoming quite overbearing. I suppose it's to be expected from his line of work. But I do have a bad feeling myself. Indeed, I just can't calm down. Father may have said not to go out, but I would feel much safer with Nanase.
That's a yell. Oh, we're going to it, aren't we? Okay.
What's the matter?
Somebody's dead. Who's dead? Is that her dad? Or okay, and maybe not? Random person, maybe?
Okay, ma'am. Calm down. Step away from the crime scene and take some deep breaths.
Yeah.
My father, we have a police on board. So I'll call for them, understood? Do not go inside, no matter what. Yes. How many years has it been since you've done a direct investigation, Father?
Well, not much choice on the open sea. Shouldn't be that rusty, I hope. Already dead. The cause of death was a fast-acting poison. Time of death was 21 minutes, 58 seconds ago. The room is a mess, with no visible wounds on the body.
I see a partially eaten sponge cake on the table. I wonder, could this sponge cake have been poisoned?
Oh. Yes, there's a small quantity on the surface, which matches the poison detected in the victim's body. I'm also curious about this memo pad. There's a name written on it. Natsukage. Oh.
We've done a scan of the room. One thing feels amiss.
What?
The doorknob to this room. It only has one set of fingerprints. And they are not the victims.
Alright. Let's compare with the passenger's fingerprint data.
Yes.
Oh? You're right.
I'm sorry. This room is just so disorderly.
Well, be careful.
Yes.
I'm busy, you know.
You can't say such things at the police, you big ignoramus.
Where you learn a word like that? Sorry to bother you. We just figured we needed to talk. About what then? I am Tokai Mikoto. As my daughter there told you, I am with the police. State your names and professions. Natsukage, athlete.
An interpreter. Miyumi, Mikala, Rina, Mizuki. Natsukage is the player of Sky Sea Run. He's headed to a tournament overseas, so he aborted.
Boarded.
Yes, he aborted this.
Oh my god. No. Okay.
Yes, he aborted this boat.
Understood. And it's Natsukage who found the victim. Yeah, but I had a fight with him earlier. Yumi told me to go apologize when I got back.
A fight?
You couples bring their kids to work these days? True, she is my daughter, but while still an apprentice, her conjectural and reasoning abilities are superb. Don't underestimate her.
To keep the timeline consistent, of course, I have to be written out of the past, but this still feels a bit depressing. I am Misane Mikoto, but I asked for further detail about this fight you had.
Met him around noon to have an interview. His attitude pissed me off. That became an argument.
Was that what that loud sound was? The victim going out and throwing a fit in the hall?
Hey, Natsukage, Yumi, it's been a while.
Oh, Nanashi, yes, about 2 years.
I had a feeling you'll be here. Nothing good ever happens with you around. Not treating me like a bringer of death, please. You know him? Can't say away from him. So what's the point you're getting at anyway?
The doorknob to the victim's room had your fingerprint on it, Natsukage.
So, you think I'm the killer? Or
Natsukage! No, not necessarily. Your fingerprints are the only ones Natsukage, and only on the outside doorknob. It's clearly unusual, isn't it? It implies that the prints may have been wiped once.
I wouldn't do that. I was doing all I could just to keep from getting so pissed I punched him out.
I see. Could we hear about this in more detail?
Wouldn't it be faster to just check the passenger's memories with the master program or whatever? The master program isn't perfect. A skilled enough engineer can falsify that data. Will you talk? Fine, I guess.
Thank you very much.
You're trying to do the questioning yourself? Are you sure about that? Dad, you're being a little overprotective. Leave some of it to Miss Sunny-chan, please. You have no right to call me Dad. Scary.
Nanase, quiet down. As an apprentice, I need more practice. But could you let me handle at least a little?
Sure, fine. If you're at a loss for anything, ask me. This is the information we have at present. You should skim through it.
Thank you very much.
Time to start questioning. Is it just me, or are you a little nervous?
Nanase, you would know who the culprit is right away, wouldn't you?
Well, yes. But my words aren't evidence. I can't prove that the world I see is the real thing.
I like to try and do my part, whether you use your powers or not.
Then you need to get some clear evidence. Maybe even I can help you out with that much.
I see. I'll do my best.
Yeah? Now check the info your dad gave you. Okay. Victim report, victim room, memo pad, sponge cake, and doorknob. Okay. Good luck.
Firstly, Natsukage, you came to this room to be interviewed by the victim.
Right.
And then it escalated into an argument. How exactly did that come to pass?
He just had such a heavy-handed attitude, bluntly asking about all this unrelated stuff, and the way he laughed was gross. There's some more.
Unrelated?
Like, you know, what you're called behind your back and stuff with a stupid grin on his face. Think I care?
The above water orca, wasn't it?
It's Salmanando. No Sharknado. I don't get it one bit. Doesn't even sound cool at all.
It sounds like the title of a B-movie. I suppose it's irrelevant.
He just... Okay, had an attitude. Yep, you talking? And he snapped back at me, too. Seriously pissed me off. Still feel sorry he was killed, of course.
Was it only an argument?
Yeah, words only. Didn't come to a scuffle.
And what was the argument about?
Well, if I told you, Miyumi here will get mad at me. That's how vulgar it got.
I see. I can accept there was an argument, but...
Okay.
Did you go to his room at any point afterward?
Nope. I only came back to apologize when Miyumi told me to. So that was the only time I met the guy, while he was still alive.
Where did you go after the fight?
Back to my room to sleep. Then a loud sound woke me up, and things got noisy outside.
After that, Natsukage told me about the fight, and I told him, go apologize, please. I see. It seems he didn't much care to do so himself.
Keep talking.
Just to confirm, you didn't wipe off any fingerprints?
Of course not.
Well, I suppose you don't even wipe your own body off. It would be unusual to wipe the doorknob off, all things.
I just hate hassle.
So about your unwiped body, you haven't dried off again.
Look, I mean...
Once we're back to the room, it's dryer time. You need to be a fish without water.
What is that? Like a fish out of water?
Some things haven't changed much, it seems.
Okay. So yeah, sort of resented the guy. Didn't like him, but not enough to kill him. Like, I wouldn't kill anybody.
I see.
So, anything catch your attention?
What about the fight? Do you think? Did it really only end as an argument? Maybe you should ask more about it.
Okay. You talking? Send topic.
I'd like to confirm what you just said. You and the victim had an argument, correct?
Yeah.
Then would you know anything about the disorderly state of this room?
He probably the type who doesn't clean up.
Natsukage?
What?
I've been with you for many years, so I know you just lied. Will you elaborate?
Sure, I just misspoke a little. I insulted him, and don't ask me to repeat what it was. And he started throwing things at me.
Things?
I got worried that if I caused any trouble here, it'll reflect on my appearance at the tournament. So I just threw out some insults and left. That's the truth.
Why did you not say that?
You'll get all overly worried, asking if I was hurt or whatever.
Natsukage, what did he throw at you?
A hat, a cushion, a ring, a memo pad, a scarf, and he kicked over a desk. I think that's it.
That's a rather impressive memory.
Because Natsukage is insidious. Insidious? Shut up.
Can you elaborate?
Sure.
Please don't tell any more lies.
I'll be careful. Okay.
So the messy room is due to the victim throwing things. Was there anything else of note about him?
Well, I kind of thought the way he ate was filthy. Oh yeah, he was taking notes. Said he writes about everyone he meets.
As an editor, I'm sure he met many people too.
I don't know. Seemed like he'd be easy to hate.
Do you know what he wrote in his notes?
Let's see, I think it was more than just my name at least.
More than just his name, then. Notes, I wonder if he was methodical.
He said it was if something ever happened to him. But probably a more sleazy reason.
Ah.
Not like I know much about the guy anyway.
If you accepted his request for an interview, I suppose this was your first meeting.
Wouldn't accept another if he were still alive. Not in my right mind anyway.
I see.
Okay.
How did you come to learn that the victim caused a ruckus in the hall?
Miyumi told me.
I was there taking it easy in the hall. Then that editor came in with a boom and kicked over tables of a platoon. What about after that? A guard came right away and carried him off. There weren't that many damages, but it was scary. He doesn't seem to know many specifics.
Okay.
In short, the last time you saw Mr. Kawano alive was during that fight you had.
You suspecting me?
No. The more I talk with you, the less likely it seems you are the killer.
Natsukage alluded to something in the victim's room. Could you ask him for a little more detail? See, he's nice deep down.
Indeed.
Okay, I think we have something about the memo pad. Yes.
Are you referring to this memo pad here?
Oh, that's... No, that's not it. At least, I'm pretty sure the one I saw had another name written on it.
Another? That would mean at least one more person visited the victim's room before his death.
Probably.
He said he threw a memo pad at you. Shall we look around?
Here it is.
You're awfully well prepared.
I just figured it would be necessary. I didn't give you permission to enter the crime scene.
Oh.
Man, I'm studying up on this stuff too. Can I be a temporary apprentice or something? I won't recognize it.
Stop it, you two. Sheesh. There's not a single page with anyone else's name in this memo pad. Are you sure this is the one he used?
Yeah, that was it.
And it's very likely someone else is involved. Do you have any ideas?
Don't know. The whole interview was sort of brought up and decided before I even got on board. Well, what now?
It would take a while to examine all the passengers on this ship.
There aren't any surveillance cameras around the room. Talk about insecure.
Do we just have to hope for a clue?
That would be rough.
Let's make it a little simpler. Simpler?
Last thing the victim, Mr. Kawano, ate could be on his desk.
The sponge cake.
Yes, this sponge cake is unique to this cruise, and each one is individually made.
As I recall, when you order food, you can have a worker bring it to your room.
That's right.
Then we'll investigate any workers who interacted with Mr. Kawano.
I'm going then. I'll call them to my room, 103. Come when you got the info.
Please do.
What should we do?
Did you also wait in room 103?
Understood.
Thank you.
Well, it seems like we may need to. Look a little harder at the scene of the crime.
Yes, the victim's room is room 102.
Okay, let's go. I suppose the fact that he wasn't stabbed or anything makes it a little easier to handle than normal.
Indeed. Some crueler sights even have me wanting to cover my eyes.
The cause of death was poisoning. The victim's sponge cake was poisoned and he died from it.
Is something the matter?
Oh, there's just some things tripping me up. I'll tell you once I figured it out myself.
Alright. Indeed, all the things Natsukage mentioned are scattered around the floor.
A hat, a cushion, a memo pad, a scarf. But no ring.
Where did it go?
Under the dresser? Oh, that's plain old intuition, don't worry.
Is it? Now I'll check. You guessed right. Large ring is under the dresser. It looks expensive.
Better not move anything. Leave it there and we'll just make a note of it.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Dad seems to be back.
He has sharp ears. Should avoid calling him Dad indiscreetly.
I think he said 103 is his room? So what? Really? I was just cooking in the kitchen. It's not like I did anything right. Then please calm down, sir. There's no way.
Hello, would like to talk to you.
Please, more of you.
Please settle down. Could you tell us your name and occupation?
Miss, I'm a chef this cruise.
That knife.
I'm sorry, it's sort of like a good luck charm. It's not like I killed someone with this.
Calm down. The victim died from poisoning. We're not going to doubt you because of that.
Okay.
So you're a chef. What are your duties?
Well, they sort of change periodically, and I go help wherever they're short of hands. I've been making sandwiches and things.
Does your duty include sponge cakes?
Yes, I did make some of our special sponge cakes. I mean, sort of, I just cut them up.
I see. I'd like to ask you more about that.
I was just in the kitchen, honest. I didn't do anything.
I want to talk to you so that I won't have to doubt you, sir.
Okay.
Another tough customer, it seems.
Really? Seems a lot easier to handle than me.
Personally, I find you easier to handle than before, Nanase.
I guess people who are all over the place are likely to carelessly make strange statements. So maybe it's favorable.
Perhaps so.
Well, check over your info. Okay, good luck.
Were you acquainted with Mr. Kawano, the victim?
No, it was mostly in the kitchen. Never mind acquaintances, like, I didn't even know he was a guest. Okay, excellent.
Do you not know the faces of any of the guests?
Oh, well, I knew Mr. Natsukage, since he's pretty well known worldwide. That's nice to hear. Could I ask you for an autograph if you can spare the time? Later. Thank you so much.
If it's true that he has no acquaintance with the victim, then...
Okay.
How about the commotion in the hall?
Oh, I knew about that, since the kitchen's right nearby. But I don't know who it was who was causing trouble. I was just right around noon, so I was busy with all the others. All the orders.
How well could you observe the situation in the hall from the kitchen?
Oh, there are some parts that are glass, but I was up against the wall, so I didn't see.
I see. Thank you very much. You could only hear sound from the kitchen.
Okay.
Did you bring over the sponge cakes?
No, I just cut it, really. I didn't carry it or anything.
I hardly intend to doubt you that severely, so it was someone else who brought it to this room?
Yes, I didn't deliver the cakes.
When the sponge cakes were ordered, were you instructed to take it to the room?
Well, I did take that order, but, like, it was another worker's job to take it to the room.
Did you notice anything unusual about that worker when they returned?
Nothing of no...
Well, it's possible that worker poisoned the cake in transit. There are other points of interest here.
Okay, keep talking. Is that enough now? Asking me won't get you anything.
Did anything else catch your attention?
No, really. Oh, I did hear people shouting outside the Grand Hall about... That's about it.
Shouting?
Yes, there was a blue-haired guy and a rugged blonde-haired man. They were loud enough to hear in the kitchen. I wasn't shouting that loud.
No, you were clamoring. I heard it from the hall too. So there was some clamor. I'll make note of that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You talking? It echoed all the way to me. It was scary.
Surely.
Hey.
Now. You This testimony may be important. Quiet, Natsukage.
Though nervous and confused, he's picking his words carefully. So we have no choice but to pull out the info ourselves. Given our position, he should answer what we ask.
So if I'm lost, I should ask for more.
Okay. So we're gonna... Now that we have that testimony cleared, he sorta kinda lied. So.
You said you had no acquaintance with the victim and had never once met him.
Oh.
If that's true, how were you able to describe the appearance of the victim? Natsukage, did you see Yo when you left the room?
Nope.
Did you really never meet the victim? Was it really another worker who brought the cake?
Pardon me. Usane, new evidence.
Something new?
While you were talking, Nanashi told me to check the scene again, so I did. And this is what I found. Behind a curtain in the corner, a crumpled page from a memo pad.
What does it say?
Natsukage, Yo. That is your name, isn't it?
I think you have some explaining to do.
That's right. I was so busy, my eyes spun. My memories got all jumbled. Yes, that's it. I left the kitchen once to use the bathroom. That's when I saw Natsukage and the victim quarreling. But that's all I did. I really didn't deliver the cake or talk to them. I sure didn't see you. Well, you looked like your blood was boiling. And your room faces away from the hall, Mr. Natsukage?
It's a non-zero possibility. Without any surveillance cameras, we can't deny it. Still, I'm still curious about some things. Should we go a little deeper?
Oh, yes, that's fine. He surely did meet the victim in this room.
Is there proof?
Just intuition, I guess. Maybe it's years of experience, but that can end up being right pretty often.
You really are weird.
You too, Miss Sunny-chan.
I feel a bit less nervous now. I need to refocus.
So, I saw Mr. Natsukage and the victim on my bathroom break. That's why I knew what he looked like. His Hawaiian shirt really stood out.
Did you talk?
No, we didn't. He came walking towards me looking all scary. I just looked behind a wall and trembled. I wasn't attacked or anything, but for real, I felt like he would kill me if I talked to him.
And then you returned to the kitchen without incident?
Yes, I got back there okay. Well, maybe with a little psychological damage.
I could see that.
Okay, keep talking.
And it's you who made the sponge cake.
I told you I only cut the cake. How can I use poison?
Well, we can't be certain yet.
That's really all I did, that's all. So if you could talk with them instead of me.
Just in case, you had the duty of cutting the cake, and transport was left to someone else, correct?
Isn't that what I keep saying?
And could you make that clear in your earlier statement?
I didn't deliver it to him. Honestly, I just cut it.
Who is this worker who transported the cake?
I don't know, dude.
Why not?
I was busy in the kitchen. We put finished dishes on the table, then another worker takes them. That's our system.
About where is this table relative to where you were?
Right behind me. There's no way I would just happen to see the face or whoever picked it up.
Alright. Can you append that information?
Got it.
You didn't see the worker's face.
It's too busy in the kitchen to notice much else. The table was far away too, so I don't know who it was. Okay. There's a poison detector too, so you shouldn't even be able to do that.
I see.
Something's off with his claims. Make sure you ask for details to make any ambiguities clear. Is it in the wrong testimony? Maybe it's wait a sec instead. He.
If you never met him, why is your name on this memo?
What? What is that exactly?
Earlier, Natsukage told us that Mr. Kawano made a note of everyone he met. If what you say is true, your name shouldn't be here, should it? Furthermore, this page was all crumpled up and stuffed away somewhere. Hard to spot. On the desk was a pad which only said Natsukage. One can certainly suspect it was meant to mislead.
I honestly didn't take the cake to the victim. It's true, dude.
You're still claiming that.
Can I have a second? I talked to the workers. It does seem it was another worker who brought the cake. See, it's not me. Why don't you go talk to them? However, something they said did interest me. The one who ordered the sponge cake and took it to the room was Miss Miyumi.
Is that true?
Yes, I did place the order. Took it from the worker on the way and brought it to the room. Hold on. So you just because Miyumi tried to order him something as an apology for the trouble I caused?
You didn't testify about that earlier, did you, Natsukage? True, knowing that would increase my suspicion of Miyumi. Such actions can also work against you.
Natsukage.
It's alright. All I seek is the truth. Please trust me. But then, what of this memo?
Well, maybe he ate the cake and before the poison killed him, he got up to writing Miyu, which would be a vertical line away from yo. Maybe she's trying to pin the crime on me. You little. That's like elementary school logic.
Calm down. Miyumi, would you speak with us?
Yes, please ask me anything.
You aren't feeling tired, are you? You did see the crime scene too, after all.
Yes, it definitely was shocking.
And I am quite sure the scream I heard when the body was found was yours, Miyumi.
Yes, it is squeezable.
In a squeezable?
Ah, woman, I meant inexcusable. I thought I learned that one ages ago. I still have a lot of studying to do.
I think you're plenty good myself.
Thank you.
So then, about the sponge cake.
Yes, Natsukage was in an extremely bad mood. I asked why and he said he fought with the victim. But I thought it would be rude to leave it at that, so I ordered him a sponge cake as an apology.
And you took it from a worker en route?
Yes. I also thought it would be rude to just send the cake without Natsukage giving a personal apology. But Natsukage said he didn't want to see him for a while. So I thought if I could do it.
Ah, that explains your reasons for taking the cake to his room.
Now we can derive a new possibility.
The more we learn, the less certain it all becomes.
We'll need to make note of the worker's statements. If only since something does nag at me there. They said. They say that Yo left the kitchen after the commotion in the hall occurred. So what he saw while going to the bathroom was... Yes, it's a strange statement he's making. Anyway, have a chat with Miyumi. We might be able to grab onto something from there. Right. I heard that Atsukage had done something extremely rude to the victim, so he ordered a sponge cake for an apology. And while a worker was instructed to take it to him, you took it on the way to deliver it yourself. Yes, I took it in the hallway, then brought it to the room. Oh. What about after you brought it? I went back to my room. I wanted to talk to him too, but I couldn't. You didn't talk to him. Did you notice anything odd about the cake or the worker at that time? No, nothing especially. You wouldn't notice the poison by sight. Of course. So we can't know whether it was poisoned by then. Yes, I didn't notice anything. Not right at that point. Nor with the worker. No, it wasn't you either. They were, average-ish. No, nothing unusual. Yes? Nothing on there. At that point... Yes, there was a little problem after. What was that? I couldn't meet Mr. Kawano. You didn't meet him. When I brought the cake to the room, there wasn't a single person in it. The door was left wide open. I wonder if it was an emergency. There's something here I'd like to know more about. You didn't meet him. No, Mr. Kawano was not in his room. Yes, it was unlocked with no one inside. You didn't meet Kawano, and Kawano was taking notes of who he met. Indeed. We'll try presenting topics in that vein, and ask for more if necessary. Then, no, part 2. You not meeting Mr. Kawano is something we know in this memo as well. Because he said he writes notes about everyone he meets, yeah? Did you wait around in the room or anything? No, I mean, the room was a mess. I didn't even know where I should... I put the cake on the desk and went right back to my room. Chronologically, it's likely this was after his outburst. If it's true, he wasn't there. His outburst? Why was Mr. Kawano not in his room? He was lashing out in the hall. Yes, after his outburst, obviously it was after his fight with Natsukage. Mr. Kawano must have been getting escorted by a guard around then. That's why Miyumi and Kawano never met. I see. That does seem right. Satisfied with that explanation? Yes, as far as Miyumi goes. However, there is a strange thing here. Yes. When Miyumi arrived, the door was left open. She put down the cake and left. When Miyumi arrived, the door was left open. She put down the cake and left. The doorknob, right? Because it only had one fingerprint. And it was Natsukage's. Which means the print on the doorknob were wiped after Miyumi left. Yes, that's what it means.
When Mr. Kawano got back, he shut the door. Then the culprit came to check and wipe the prints. There is that possibility.
I've been wondering about that.
What do you mean?
Say the cake was poisoned in the kitchen. If the culprit knew that poison would kill him, would they really go check if he was dead or not? Intentionally leaving suspicious evidence like white prints. I can't really understand it myself.
I see. Why would that be?
Well, now, I think we're starting to see why.
I think it's just you, Nanase.
Really? But you do seem to notice something out of place, Masane-chan. You know, there's something you're not satisfied with.
Indeed. But I can't be sure what it is.
That's good enough. And you have the info, so get it sorted out.
Alright. Can I return to the scene again?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Alright. So we're going to 102 again. Right? So, this 103, 102. Well, let's finish review the case. The victim is Mr. Kawano, a magazine editor. He asked Natsukage to an interview, but it turned into a fight. Then Mr. Kawano threw a fit in the grand hall and was escorted away. Around the same time, Miyumi took a sponge cake to his room as an apology. After the fight, having just flown out of the room, he left his door wide open.
But then the door was closed, and someone wiped away the fingerprints.
Why would it be necessary to do that? What if the purpose wasn't wiping away the fingerprints?
Wiping away the doorknob without the intent of wiping off the print?
Let's get to the root of the matter. What if the sponge cake wasn't poisoned?
If it wasn't poisoned?
It's a big cruise ship. These days, I can't imagine it wouldn't have a poison detector installed. So it would be next to impossible to poison it in the kitchen.
So where is the poison?
Was there poison on the victim's hand?
Yes, since he did seem to eat the cake with his hands.
And there was poison on the cake?
Obviously.
Where exactly was it on each?
On the hand, it went from the palm to his fingers. On the cake, there were small quantities in places.
Oh, if the cake had been poisoned, I would expect a little more there, wouldn't you? It looks like more poison was on his palm to me.
Could it be?
I think it could. Maybe he didn't eat a poisoned cake. Maybe he ate a cake with poisoned hands. Yes, you seem to have made a connection.
Poison was put on the doorknob? And the killer wiped it off after the victim's death? Yo left the kitchen after the tantrum. The victim threw, but he claimed that he left before that.
So he did.
Why did he need to lie?
Seems we'll have to ask.
Nanase, there's something I want you to check.
For you, Masane-chan, I'll do literally anything. Yes, I see. Hold on a second. I think this is it. I gave it a scan, and I think you've hit the nail on the head.
Bingo. Let's settle it with this.
Alright. Back to 103, I guess. Looks to me like you've got it all together.
Yes. Yo, you said that you left the kitchen while Kawano and Natsukage were fighting.
Yeah.
Yet according to what the other workers said, you left the kitchen to go to the bathroom after the commotion in the hall. Could we receive an explanation?
Well... Oh yeah. My head, my eyes are spinning, my memory's all messed up. So I am...
Understood. Please relax. Could we talk with you again? Is that alright?
Oh, sure.
Did you really not mean Mr. Kawano?
I did.
Why did you speak as if you hadn't?
Because you'll be suspicious, right?
I said it to Miyumi, but I'll say it again. All I'm after is the truth. Please tell us the details so we can find it.
Okay. Just a step away. I'm sure you can handle this, Masane-chan.
Be sure to check all your info. Indeed.
Okay, good luck.
Firstly, did you leave the kitchen only once?
No, several times for bathroom breaks. So I didn't leave the kitchen to meet him or anything.
Did you leave the kitchen for anything other than to go to the bathroom?
Nah, nothing but that.
I see, then please state that.
Sure. Okay.
And how did you meet Mr. Kawano?
It was after the incident in the hall. On the way to the bathroom, he called to stop me. And that's where we talked.
Are such detours on the job allowed?
Well, it was about an order. It was work, so I listened to him.
Add that to your prayer statement, please.
Okay. It was after the incident in the hall, on the way to the bathroom. So that's where we talked. Okay.
What did you talk about?
He told me his order for dinner personally, but all I did was hear his order. It's not like I said much myself. There wasn't much else of note.
Did you talk about anything else?
No, we didn't.
Nothing at all?
Really, dude, just the order.
And please.
Got it. All I did was hear his order. There wasn't much else to know. Okay.
You didn't discuss anything else like Natsukage?
Well, he did complain about some random things. The reflection was so blinding and his complaining went on a little too long. Kind of exhausted me. Oh, but I didn't talk back to him or anything.
What do you mean, the reflection?
It was a huge ring he was wearing. The light reflecting off it was really blinding.
A ring, I see. Can you add that to your statement?
Okay. Causing a guest trouble would be out of the question, dude. So, like, I didn't do anything weird.
He seems to be keeping it as short as he can. Maybe it would be good to probe deeper. Ask for more if I'm lost, understood?
Okay. Okay. Percent. I think. Where? Vincent Hall. Ask for more. No, that's alright. Ask for more.
You first met Mr. Kawano after his outburst. Because he called you over. That's what you said.
That's right.
That's strange. In that case, you shouldn't have been able to see Mr. Kawano's ring. Because when he was fighting with Natsukage, he took it off and threw it at him. Can you explain?
Yes, it was on the floor. I was just so confused.
Really?
Yes. The ring was on the floor. Okay. Indeed, the object he threw at Natsukage were scattered all over the floor. The ring was underneath the dresser, so you should not have seen it. Is there something you'd like to say? No. No, 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 no. It's gone. Isn't that enough? I didn't even bring him the stupid cake. There's tons of people in the kitchen, right? How would I put poison in it? In the kitchen, yes. But this crime would be possible while needing to use the cake. What? Poison? Was not on the cake. Poison? On the doorknob. Yes, the poison wasn't in the sponge cake. It was put on the doorknob. It happened, yes, after his outburst in the hall. The place was crowded with onlookers. It wouldn't take too long to apply the poison. I would think it's perfectly feasible. Furthermore, this crime doesn't appear as systematic. To me, I suspect it was more on impulse. You met Mr. Kawano. Something happened afterward. You took Mayumi's order, setting your resolve while Mr. Kawano was in his room. Due to his actions in the hall, you coated the doorknob in poison. But you didn't find poison in the doorknob, did you? Yes, because it was wiped clean. And how can you know that the doorknob was poisoned and then wiped, huh? Because only Natsukage's prints were found on it. What? On the outside only. I assume he put them there when he found deceased Mr. Kawano. And if the doorknob wasn't wiped, it would be odd if we didn't find the prints of at least Mr. Kawano, the room's owner. Then how and why would I wipe it? If I was carrying anything with poison on it, it would be detected immediately, right? He's bringing it up himself. Well, let's finish this. He wiped the poison with... dirty apron. This. It was thrown into the employee washing machine. An apron? It's the same as the one Yo's wearing. Faint traces of the poison were found on this apron. With just a little more. And the apron you're wearing now is a little clean. For someone who's been working non-stop in the kitchen. Do you think you can still talk your way out? You're wrong. About what? I just did what you said. And he fainted. He did seem like a timid one. And why become a killer? Who knows? It does seem like it was on impulse, as you said. When it comes to impulses, it's possible people might just do anything. Later, after Yo woke up, we talked with him. Long ago, a close friend of his went through hell, being subjected to one of Mr. Kawano's interviews. His friend was still traumatized by it even now, something Yo always worried about. When he came to Mr. Kawano's room for an earlier order, Kawano told him the story about his friend with a laugh, and his emotions were shaken. He said, "The rest was largely as I predicted." So it's over. Well done! No, your advice helped tremendously, Nanase. I can see I'm still inexperienced. You are maturing though, and you're only going to get better. Please don't compliment me at random.
You'll give me reason to be conceited. Can I be as nice as your dad is mean? You've been looking sort of dissatisfied. And you look like you know it all, Nanase. Oh, I just know things I don't know. Maybe it's the same malaise you're feeling, Asane-chan. Certainly, Yo is the one who poisoned Kawano. But would someone as cowardly as him come up with such a method out of the blue? I wonder. And the poison used to kill him. 2. Where did he obtain it? I say there's a long way to go yet. There was someone who ordered Yo to do it. I guess I can kiss goodbye to having a relaxing cruise. Maybe. It would have been better to go by plane. With you there, Nanase, something would happen even on an airplane, I'm sure. It might. But it could be that serial killer. You know. Never interfering themselves. Having others do crimes. And laughing from the shadows? Do you think so? Crafty, aren't they? The people who actually do the murders either have no memory of the person or can't speak, so we can't learn anything. The culprit must delight in watching people kill people. That's the most unpardonable act. You must catch them. Yes. But we also must take a breather. A breather.
Oh.
Let's go to the pool. We will not. Aren't you feeling hot? I am not. Surely you want to go for a swim now, Masane-chan. I definitely do not.
Oh.
A swim? That last one was far too heavy-handed. Don't earnestly plan your next move, please. Once things calm down and we reach our destination, we'll go swimming somewhere or another. The beach would be nice. Would it now? I want to have a barbecue. You're not going to swim? Pardon me, Misane. Now that's done, I need the material. You! Why are you in Masane's room? Step away. Don't get within a 5-meter radius of Masane. No, don't even get in her line of sight.
Oh.
You're energetic today, Dad. And do not call me Dad. It would seem just being with Nanase makes trouble all the more likely to break out. But it's not such a bad future.